You guys, you've massively mistaken the word freedom. I see it so often. I see guys celebrating externally but internally broken. Why do I see this? Because I see guys going into industries, working online, going all in on their fitness, doing a lot of the right stuff, but they're missing a critical piece of information. And guys, in order to create freedom, you need to be building the man and you need to be building the business in an online manner. But that's not it. Don't think you've won before you've won. It's not just about building the man and building the business. It's about building your perfect day. The amount of guys I see who are still this has been me, guys. I'm speaking to an old me, and I'm speaking to a lot of you guys out there. The amount of guys I see build their coaching business, build their agency, go into maybe high ticket sales, all of this remote work online, and still hate their life. Yes, you may have freedom that you don't have to go into a 9-to-5 and listen to your boss, but that isn't freedom. Yes, you may have freedom and you can be in any country in the world pretty much, depending on your income, but that isn't freedom. The whole goal, guys, is to live your perfect day. You guys are going out there and you're building businesses and you don't even like your days. Just because you can now live in Spain or you can live in Dubai or you can live in Bali or Miami, but then you wake up and you're doing loads of tasks and you sat on calls that you don't want to be on all day, every day. You just have a well-paid job that allows you to work online. Like most 9-to-5 jobs, you can work remote these days. So you're basically just working a 9-to-5 remote job that you don't like. You have to build your perfect day. Freedom is autonomy. Freedom means right now. I don't even know what day it is. I was going to say Tuesday. It's a Wednesday. And I don't even know what time it is. And it doesn't matter. Why? Because I have complete autonomy. 5 o'clock. And I can just decide to just get in the car and go to my spot and go on a walk. Set your day up for your perfect day. You have to reverse engineer everything back. So a process I've always done from back in the day when I used to sit in my car in this exact spot was plan my vision. What is the vision? Where am I living? Who do I have as a partner maybe? What does my network look like? What's my house like? What are my clients like? What are my cars like? All of this stuff. How am I traveling? Where am I traveling to? All of this stuff. But then I would write down what would my perfect day's daily process look like. So it's going to be like the early wake up, 3:30, 4 a.m. It's going to be do my alignment in the morning. It's going to be hydrate, electrolytes, caffeinate, take your vitamins. It's then going to be go into a deep work block. Then it might be go to the gym and train. Then it might be come back and you do a little bit of study and maybe 2 hours of calls with your VIP clients or elite clients. And then in the afternoon, maybe you just have it booked out free and it's just personal development. It's reading, it's sun, it's creating content, and you've just got maybe from like 10 a.m. just free all day. You can build businesses at 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month, $1 million a month. I've not hit $1 million a month yet, but I've seen it done. You can build your perfect day and make any income. You guys are so focused on the fucking money, thinking money is freedom. So you just think, oh, I'm just going to sit and do shit I don't want to do all day to create freedom, which isn't freedom. You're in fucking prison, guys. You have to understand, what does your perfect day look like? You guys who have your online business, what does your perfect day look like in the future? And live that day now. Set up your day like that now and discipline your day like that now. Invest in yourself like they would. I had a conversation with a guy on my Instagram maybe half an hour ago. And you're going to think, guys, you want to go to these crazy levels. And a guy was telling me he wants to go to these crazy, crazy levels. And so he should. So every guy should, right? And he was like, oh, I actually cap how much I spend on myself. He wouldn't spend £1,000 on himself, but yet wants to be a guy making 100 grand a month. Wants to be a guy living this life of autonomy with an unbelievable wife and unbelievable business and providing and da-da-da-da-da. And also wants to have a business where he would have people paying him $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 for certain packages of what he offered. And he wouldn't even spend $1,000 himself. I'm like, that's just out of alignment. You have to understand, who the fuck do you want to become? What does your perfect day look like? How do they think? How do they believe? How do they act? How do they operate? What are their habits? And you have to become that right now. Once you become that internally right now, and you compound that every day, and you wake up every morning, you sink back into those assumptions and alignment, and you just get very clear on reading the same thing, that's the day. And you live it today, and you operate exactly how they would operate. If you operate from the current version of you, you can only get the current version of you outcomes. It's really powerful as well, guys. I'm going to add on to this. If you think about your perfect day in the future and the life you want, you're also not hanging around losers. So why are you hanging around losers now? Why are you having conversations with losers now? If you want to create this life of freedom, you want to live this perfect day exactly how you write it down, you need a new fucking identity. You can't change your identity when you're in the same environment, around the same people. You need to use the law of success by subtraction. You need to pull out the bullshit. You need to create your own identity. You need to go ghost. You need to just expose yourself now to the guys that have already done it and get around them and around the people that are around them, because they're going to be switched on too. You know, this is the main reason why guys, when they jump in my programs in the Elite Fitness and Mindset and they jump on those calls and they have exposure, we can just plug into their brain and change their life. Right? That's what you've got to do, guys. You've got to understand that freedom isn't money. Freedom is your perfect day. You have to operate in alignment with your perfect day. But your perfect day is not just where you put time allocations of doing things. It's also the thoughts, the beliefs, the habits, and the actions of that guy during that perfect day. And you may be thinking, well, how do I think and believe like that guy? You won't alone. The only way to do that is by actually getting in the room with someone that has the thoughts and beliefs. That's how it rubs off, guys. It's the law of exposure. Once exposed, you can't become unexposed. And you guys want this. You say you want these outcomes, but you can't even invest in yourself. Right? When you can't drop £500, £1,000, £5,000 because you perceive that as so much money, that's saying to your subconscious mind, I have a lack of, I don't fucking back myself. I don't respect myself. The only thing that matters in this world is my body, my mind, and my brain. And that's the only thing that's going to get me anywhere. And I don't even value myself enough to invest in the only thing that's going to get me there. £500, £1,000, £5,000, £10,000. I don't care. There is no cap. You guys are masturbating at the idea of an outcome, but you're fucking miles away from how they operate. These guys that actually live with results, they're not just thinking about it and thinking that one day they'll go in and da-da-da-da-da. Everybody fucking thinks, guys. Everybody can see the outcomes. It's who fucking acts on it and who fucking aligns with it. Who gets those four things, the thoughts, the beliefs, the habits, and the actions. The only way to do that is the law of exposure. You guys have an ego. And you think you want to be self-made. Self-made, guys, means you took the action. I can't come and take the action for you. But you would be a fucking idiot. You know, a wise man doesn't make the same mistakes that the wise man made before. That's how we became wise. Right? You have to follow the steps. You can time collapse. I was saying to someone the other day, it's crazy. Like, if I had me now 5 years ago, I'd be here in months, a few months, not 5 years. Like, it gets easier every generation. But it only gets easier if you still act in alignment. It's not easier if you stay out of alignment just because other people have done it. You got to go all in, guys. No time to waste. Write down exactly what you want, exactly what your life's going to look like. Write down exactly what your day would look like. Allocate the times to everything. Make that your diary now. Live that diary now. And expose yourself to the guys that can get your thoughts, your beliefs, your habits, and actions aligned. They can see your blind spots. You guys think you can see your blind spots. It's called a fucking blind spot. You know, I jump on calls with my mentors. I have done all my life. You know, physique mentors, millionaire mentors, billionaire mentors now. You think you know, well, you know everything you know. You think you know everything, right? Because you know what you know. But you don't know what you don't know. So people go, oh yeah, I know the mistakes I'm making. Yeah, you know the mistakes you're making. But there's also a million mistakes that you don't know you're making because you don't fucking know yet. And this is just ignorance, guys. It's ego. And everyone falls for this. And like, I'm always shocked when I come off calls with my mentors. My clients they come off a call with me and they're like, fuck again. How did we jump on another call week after week after week and I still get like another epiphany every single week? You don't know what you don't know. I can see the blind spots. If you already knew, I promise you'd already have. So do you want this outcome? Do you want real freedom? Do you want to live this perfect day? Do you want this reality? Or are you happy just masturbating in your mind? Makes no odds to me. But I'm here to actually time collapse this journey for those who do want it. You know, everyone says they want it. But there's 1% of you guys watching this video where you do truly want it. Message me 10 steps. There's my WhatsApp link below. Message me 10 steps and I will send you over the exact process on how to build the man, phase 1, build the business, phase 2, to create a life of freedom. The 10 steps, the only 10 things you need to be working on. And once you've mastered these 10 things, it's undeniable that you're going to have the life you want. Let's get it. Let's go.